Griffith today, an electric foreman for the La Follette Utilities Board. Mr. Griffith is also a member of the IBEW. Mr. Griffith, tell us about what kind of work you do.
Well, as you said, I'm an electrical line foreman here at La Follette Utilities. I've been doing it for 28 years. Enjoy my work, very satisfied. Daily operations, things that I do, be performing, seeing that a job gets done, it's done safely, new construction, installing meters, pulling new services, that type of work.
Okay. Well, I understand you belong to a union. What is that union and what?
I am a proud member of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, otherwise known as the IBEW, Local 760 out of Knoxville, Tennessee. Ever since that I joined the union, my whole purpose is that the organization in itself, in our industry, has a team like family atmosphere, brings the men together, you get contacts for certain things if you wanted to move from job to job, if that so be, among many, many other things. Great union.
Well, what caused you to want to join?
Well,
such as that?
Initially, I've always been a pro-union type guy. I mean, for vehicles, the industries in a whole, mainly because of protection. With the union, when it started out, it was to help injured linemen, this particular union. It was to help families of an injured lineman or death of a lineman. That's what it initially started out as. So over the years, to give you a good clear answer of why that I joined, it's the whole, honestly, the family atmosphere, the feeling of unity, and that you can go to somebody with a concern, whether it be pro or con. You have somebody that you can go to, and you feel like that they will stand up for you to help you in any way, form, anything that you need to do.
That sounds like a pretty good thing to me. Let's see, just the things you'll do while you're out working for the IBEW.
Well, in my particular case, I have contacts in the north that when, unfortunately, we're going to have storms come through across this country, and a lot of times it's up in the north, and I'll leave and go and work with them, chasing storms, helping people restore power. Severe damage is mostly when that I go, and you'll be setting poles, stringing new wire, hanging transformers, just trying to restore the power just as safe as possible, but as quick as possible as well. And they are well known for that. The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, IBEW, they're really well known for that. That they're Johnny on the spot, they're there to help. They can form and get men together quickly and have them sent up to do just that.
Okay, well, you've told me quite a bit about the pros of the IBEW. Is there any cons of being a part of that union?
Off of the top of my head, I'm sure really in depth with the union that there's probably is, but honestly, I can't think of. I can see where that sometimes maybe being where that only certain things you're allowed to do, like a particular job. If I'm not allowed to say like pick up a can, that's this other guy's job. It kind of gives it a slow pace because I'm not allowed to do it because of the union. But there's reasons why that come about, and sometimes it feels like it's a stranglehold. Honestly, that's probably the only thing that I can think of, is that there's restraints on certain things that you're allowed to do that may be another guy's job in the union, whereas a non-union utility or a contractor, they may be required to do it all. Grab hold of it and do it. And you're not going to offend this guy, and he's not going to file a grievance against you. Like I said, with a union, you'll get a grievance filed against you if you do something you're not supposed to do, and that's the rules. And like I said, if there was going to be a con, that would probably be the only thing that I could see could maybe bog down getting a job done, is you might have to wait on a particular person that is qualified or is told that that's his job, he's the only one that can do it. It might slow the job down. So honestly, that's the only con The assessments and dues, really, they're really not that bad.
Right, and I could see that being a problem of any union.
Oh, yeah, it is, it really is.
But, now, what do you think about safety in the industry? Has it been improved because of unions as a general?
Absolutely. Union, the IBEW will put on different programs, different schools, different classes, they offer it for a union contractor to where that they are required to send, say, for instance, their apprentices that's going into the line work. They've got a program that they got to go through, and when they go, the union stresses number one, period, and I think that's everywhere. The union stresses that safety is the most important thing above all.
Right.
No matter what, everybody wants to go home, and I think that is probably the most. I think the best thing about it is that it's as a whole, it's going to stress, hey, this is it. We want safety first. We're going to not only just say we want safety, we're going to provide the credentials, we're going to provide the people that can teach it and show people how to work safe, get the job done, but to do it safe. So I think the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers has done a great job, especially in the last 10 years. I mean, they have really stressed, they go into these, and I think some of the utilities, we was just informed the other day that they go into these certain type of fall restraints while you're climbing, where that it's almost, there is a number, and I'd be lying if I told what it was, but it is cut down significantly on people cutting out and falling to the ground. Like I said, it's a type of fall restraint. In the north, the union is very strong, and they push that. They want them to wear that. Some of the old school linemen, they're not for it, but they're one of the biggest ones to push it. And what we were told in our safety meeting the other day, April 15th, I think, is when the utilities got to have it. So yeah, they've come a long way, and they stress it. Big time punch in safety.
Right. Well, we were going to do a climbing demo and show a little bit about what he does during the day, but with 40-mile-an-hour winds and weather not permitting, we weren't able to do that. But I certainly appreciate your time today, Mr. Griffith.
I'm glad I could help in any way. Thank you for having me.